room's starting to fill out. Starts to get very loud in here.
This is how we do it. Tell you what, the bass in these speakers ain't no joke.
And that fantastic venue here at Canterbury Hillstone
Maen
RSL.
Hihi from Bankstown PCYC.
Another one from Bankstown PCYC.
A lot of local support here for Oscar Jory. Let's see how he adapts under this pressure of what seems to be quite a loud crowd for him that's here so far.
And a little bit of Limp Bizkit to get us on.
A little bit of what, sorry?
Limp Bizkit. The band. Limp
Oh, the band,
man,
yeah, wow.
Keep forgetting you're only 20 years old. Only 20 years old. And the success you have had so far has been amazing.
Thank you so much.
This fight is brought to you by Padstow Barber Parlour.
Shout out Padstow Barber Parlour sponsoring this fight.
Hihi coming, rushing straight to the center. Ooh, starting to trade right in the center of the ring. Jory pressing forward. Hihi not letting him get any space. Both fighters very aggressive in the first round.
Nice. Very good overhand right there from Maen.
A nice jab to follow up by Jory. Again, Jory seems to be pressuring forward quite well. He's got Hihi back up in the corner, spun around.
Beautiful rear uppercut there from Jory. Ref gives a warning there just to keep to the red corner to keep his head up. And I think that's just a safety thing. That's not even a warning of doing any dirty tactics there. That's just a safety thing. Oh, wow.
Jory just planting those feet and just starting to throw. He's got Hihi in the corner.
Maybe this fight might be one up from the last one in terms of action. These boys are letting their hands go in quick succession too. It's very early in this fight.
40 seconds to go in this first round. And again, Jory just pressing forward. Sheer volume.
I like how Oscar Jory's, not just throwing singles. He's look at that. He's letting his hands go a bit more. And you know what? The beauty is about throwing more than one punch is, you might miss the first. The second might just be enough to make him blink, and you might land the third. All right, so that's the beauty about throwing more than one.
Exactly, but he's not throwing recklessly. He's still keeping time, keeping a good pace.
Yeah, and as you see there, right, he's still able to move his head in those positions that he's ending up in from the strikes.
Exactly. It's good to see when he backs him up into the corner. Wow. He's not getting overzealous. He's doing it properly, I guess. This fight again brought to you by Padstow Barber Parlour. We saw it again with Jory backing him up into the corner. Padstow Barber Parlour, keeping you fresh. Now, if you were in the corner of Maen Hihi, in the red corner, what would you be saying to your fighter?
Look, I'm sure he knows of what I'm about to say because I can see him trying to avoid what I'm about to say. But if I was him, I'd avoid backing up onto the ropes too much. Definitely some fighters out there, sometimes me, myself, if my back hits the ropes, sometimes I fight better leaning off the ropes. I don't know. But in a sport like amateur boxing, where activity plays a big part in the judges' scoring, right? It's not the best thing for a judge to see. And I can see right now, he's already started the round sort of on more of the front foot than he started the last round. So yeah, he's on the front foot. He's not backing up completely, and he's letting his hands go a bit more, which is what I like. Nice, and he's having an exit from when he strikes. It's not like he's just going straight back. It's not like he's just standing there to admire his work. He's throwing the strikes, and as you can see, a lot of those punches from Blue are missing.
A good head movement this round by
Very
Jory.
good start to the round.
Again, being backed up into the corner, though.
I'm not too sure what that warning was for Hihi there, but like I was saying before, he started this round a lot more active than the last round was, and he's just walked into a stiff straight shot there, but he took it pretty well. Took it very well.
Nice little combination there by Hihi. As Jory comes in, Jory ate a few as he was moving in there.
Hey, you know what? You can't go swimming and not get wet, so Jory's doing a very good job at trying to find some success by backing him up to the ropes, which is what worked for him in the first round. But I think Hihi's found... wait, he might get stuck on the ropes here again, but he's letting his... and he throws a check left hook. He throws a check lead hook. It would have been better if he checked to end up back in the center. I personally would have checked and not backed up and gone rope to rope. I would have gone back to the center. But hey, what works for some doesn't work for others.
It looks like he's starting to find the timing in that range for his counter shots.
Absolutely.
So there it goes. Read that head movement of Jory as he came in. I think
fatigue's starting to play a bit of a part in this fight so far. The boys have been letting their hands go. It's not even because they're unfit why fatigue is starting to play. How can you not be fatigued after what they've been doing? If anyone keeps... I think we should hire someone as a separate job to count punches. Far out. That'd be the hardest job tonight, to count how many punches we've seen.
And as well, with the adrenaline that you'd have going through, you'd know about this.
Definitely so.
Padstow Barber Parlour, giving you the freshest cuts in Padstow.
You know what's crazy? Watching these replays here, like I said before in the previous fights, you don't realize what lands until you see it in a bit of slow motion, right? And these guys are going shot for shot. One lands one, the other lands one. Here, you did this. Oh, no, I can do it better. No, I can do it better. It's you scratch my back, I scratch your back type of stuff going on here.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do better, exactly. Oh, here we go. It's starting to get loud at this venue. I see people standing up for the last round for these lads. It's great to see friends and family of these fighters getting behind them. Honestly, sometimes all fighters rely on and all fighters need is that bit of support, and I'm happy for both these lads to bring the noise that these guys are bringing for only amateur fights. I'm very happy for them.
This is a very aggressive...
And you know what? This noise is starting to play. This noise is starting to have a bit of an effect on these fighters, because look how they just come out guns blazing to bring it home. Both of them, despite one of them being on the back foot. But hey, he's letting his hands go just as well as the other is.
Definitely, he's definitely listened to his corner and just come out firing.
Oh, wow.
He's a big right cross, though. Gets staggered back.
I've seen this is probably Oscar's best start to a round so far. He's really bringing it home on the home stretch.
I think as we said, every fight seems to be trying to one-up the one before it. This one, again, increasing the action, the speed coming out.
That wow.
And beautiful then the crowd
right cross. Beautiful right cross, but man wore that quite well. And he rolled, and you know what? Despite him wearing that cross that I was talking about, he rolled that next shot pretty well too. So he's staying composed. Despite him getting hit in the face, he's staying composed, and he was able to dip another shot.
Jory with a nice little jab, stumbling back.
I'd like to see Hihi let his hands go a bit.
Definitely, he's got 45 seconds to do it.
Jory, we haven't seen how he reacts if big lots of volume hits him.
Exactly, pressure him and see what happens. He's got 30 seconds left to go.
30 seconds. There's a half to go.
You have to
and the boys are sort of looking a bit tired, but you know what? And rightly so after how it's been so far.
You have to imagine the corner of Hihi screaming at him just to let those hands fly. He eats a couple of solid strikes.
Jeez, he's got a bloody good chin. I'm not even just saying that. Hey, you can see that off this stream right here. And time. Very good fight.
Fantastic performance by both fighters here tonight. That was a brilliant work. Now, how would you be scoring that one?
Look, as close as it was, I think Oscar did enough to get the win. It's just due to he was holding center most of that fight.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't holding center, I mean, he had Hihi on the back foot. But, I mean, it was a very close fight. I say this would be another fight that it'd be good to do again. This was a great learning curve for both boys. They'd learn a lot out of a fight like this. I mean, with the noise of the audience itself, they'd learn so much about, their own character because of this fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
They'd learn a lot about how they can control themselves under, nerve-wracking fights like this with the noise that was just on with this fight. Wow. By unanimous decision, Oscar gets the dub, and I think it was well-deserved. Well-deserved. It was a very good fight, but yeah, Oscar, the right fighter got it in that fight.
Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely think that went to Jory. Definitely think he was a bit more pressure. He was backing him up more, letting more volume. But what an amazing fight. That fight brought to you by Padstow Barber Parlour. Freshest cuts in all of Padstow.